It's another one of those days. One to be wearisome of everything around, mainly because there's assassins, spies, and telepaths. Although, recently not much has really been made of some of those aspects. But we do know that there's a rival on the loose, one that wants to do a better job at playing house. How is that going to interfere with the mission? Is anyone going to get hurt because of it? Well, other than the fact that she realised that Lloyd actually does care a bit about his fake family. Or those micro-expressions giving away far too much. But it's nice for us to understand that there is a little, at least, ounce of caring there. But I want to see more Spy Family. All of you who have stuck around probably do as well. So let's sit down and get to it. Okay, I was wondering where we were going to be starting off on this episode, but once again, back with her, haunting the corridors of the hospital, I'm guessing. They're going to have to be going on a mission together and making sure that she, well, A, can control herself, but also make sure he hasn't lost his edge. Does she have anything else going on in that head of hers? Unfortunately, her opponent here might be a little above her ability. When you all get serious, we know what she's actually capable of. But I kind of imagine that she wasn't a one-off, just side character, kind of like Frankie turning up once in a while, but how much of an actual impact is she going to be into the foreseeable future? Until she's told to, actually back down. The handler's told her once or twice already, though. What's it actually going to take? And I think the main question overall is, how's Agent Penguin? Has he recovered from his ordeal? The next target? And how does he tie into this? Does he have some shady dealings? Oh, they're just absconding with a painting? Ah. So, art that was suddenly obtained. Dossier. I mean, both sides aren't exactly squeaky clean, but keeping the fragile peace. Well, within the painting. Make sure this isn't just a ruse to be able to just have some art, but whether or not it's within the paint itself, hidden around the edge borders of the frame. What kind of code could be put on artwork? Well, I was about to say, well, if it's in the basement, it's slightly easier. It's not on like display in the main room. Hmm. This is much more than just a basement, though, isn't it? Why is there a crowd? Excuse me? Is this an underground like tennis ring? Yep. Much like some sort of dodgy animal fighting or anything. No, it's tennis instead. Why would he need an underground tennis club? Other than, I guess, for the betting and the money. I see. No wonder that they'd want to. Good question. They'd want to pay that incredibly high entrance fee if they get to take home a piece of art. Apparently, they're husband and wife. Oh, someone's going to be happy about that one. I was about to say, where did they get the money to join the competition? Only on a small hobbyist level. This will definitely, though, train him into doing it properly. But let her handle all of it. Why did she. Why did she choose that wig for this disguise anyway? Surely there'd be a better suited one for playing tennis. She's been pushing herself a little hard. It's all for his eye, really, but not only does he have to try and win, make sure he gets the artwork, but also make sure she doesn't make a fool of herself. Since when do old tennis pros have so distinct battle wounds? Uh, Probably more than they realize. Also, just the name phony, for God's sake. That's a good form. That poor fence. He realised the trouble he's in now. 30 love. And 40. Didn't even get a touch on it. I don't believe they're any better trying to aim for her. Ah, there's quite a spin on that ball. Well, now she's going to go overboard, right? He complimented her. Oh. Just rush through this competition as quickly as possible. At least she shows a lot more emotion in her imagination. So about her going overboard. And how many people are now have lost out a large sum of money in this game? No rigging of matches. And how far up the ranks are they going to get before there's interference? Ah, they got some doping. Well, even with the effects of some performance enhancing aids, that is quite the compound they've just put in themselves. She's a little distracted. Poor Bond, he's so eager to play as well. The true danger right here. Co-workers being closer than they need to be. And Anya's just wanting to keep playing. Just ask for the ball again. Maybe she'll. Definitely not. Actually, for Anya, good save on that. They are quite capable, but how much are they? Are they gonna have to tone down their abilities here to not appear too strange to everyone watching? Maybe the audience better be quiet while they're watching this one. I feel as though the players here might get a little distracted while they're playing if they're so easily aggravated and they're busy flexing and the like. You're paying for that ball. What kind of fighting talk are they going to respond to with in kind? Of course. Well, they're going to be eating their words pretty sharpish. And it's not Lloyd that they're going to have to watch out for after insulting him so. With 0 point. She aimed directly at them. Is that allowed? She did. She can't play on her best all the time. Maybe if it stops them feeling pain, they might be doing a bit better as well. But who do the other ringleaders there have to bring into the competition? Hopefully it wasn't each and every match such a slaughter that it drew some questionable eyebrow raisers. So the son and daughter, are they prodigies, or are they a reason why they're winning some matches? Good to see the little hair tuft is also genetic. That's not the first and probably not the last time that she is going to mention that sentence. Is there some bugs in the room? Ah, he was told that she is taking things a bit seriously, but he doesn't want the same fate to befall her. Even if she does want to do things so vehemently for him. But also, don't say things too casually, just in case there is anyone watching. Can she focus on the match going ahead now? She wanted to hold him a little bit longer. Or other way around. There's something in the air. Because they are drugged. But what kind of compound is it? And they've been locked from the outside. Why would a pair of civilian tennis players have to try and break down a door? Let's hope that the gas is actually heavier than air. Do they? I'm guessing that the kids don't actually have anything to do with this, so they don't know that they're playing drugged opponents. So much money is about to be lost. See, I mean that's just their normal complexion, at least for her. Hmm. So, just a casual new yacht. Must be nice. I did see all this, but I was wondering in what way, what form is that racket? What? Why would you need a motorized racket? Oh, it's jet to help his swing. That's definitely playing fair, isn't it? And what does her... Is it an extendo racket or something? Ah, okay. You'd have not great control over a whip like that, but... Interesting tech they've got. So now that it's been shown you're not just playing a normal game of tennis, what are they going to try and pull out? It's great to tell them what they should have done on the from the sidelines. Yeah, they're going to be receiving a visit later. Were they biding their time there, waiting for some of the effects of the gas to slowly wear off, or lull them into some sense of security? Nice double up. Good teamwork. With enough flukes. And what happens? Good twist on that one. What happens if their speciality rackets and whatnot start to come apart of the seams? How are they now going to interfere from the sidelines? Ah, the court itself. So they saw it wasn't just a clear court normal. It is so stacked against them. I don't believe that they will be walking away with the piece of art so easily. Mainly because even if they do win, what's to say they're getting out of this one without anyone trying to stop them? And now she is so close she gets to work with him. At least, let's hope that nothing clouds her judgment now. Hmm. Really? 2 episode tennis tournament? Alright. So much time away from the rest of the family, just seeing such admiration for someone that is doing their job. But the underground tennis scene is a lot darker than we would have imagined, really. So many contestants that are a little off their rocker, some using enhancements that really shouldn't be allowed. Both in chemical form and in equipment. But are there any specific rules in place for these matches? Is there anything that anyone could do that would actually draw the ire of those that have started betting? But it is interesting to see that even after 10 minutes of ingestion of that gas, which they did hold their breath and was above it for the most part, they're still fairly above average in their plays. Who knew tennis was such a cutthroat game? Now, obviously, we've seen sorts of underground rackets and tournaments and stuff before, and having in a place like this where you do have the higher ups so caught up in shady dealings, I'm not all too surprised. Although, what I am somewhat shocked by is the lengths that they'll go to cheat. The gas is one thing, but the altering the court itself to have loads of little pitfalls that can be enabled whenever they want. Surely it'd be easier just to bribe the other team. So, yeah, go down this match and I'll give you several million. How about that? Surely that'd be easier, right? If people are here just for the artwork at the end of it, give them something of somewhat value, and they'll be laughing. Of course, it wouldn't really work on Lloyd and whatnot. But when it comes to certain levels of admiration, well, it does go overboard sometimes. The fact we got so his reliability and willingness to help out others and put himself in harm's way if it saves them. That kind of strength and reliability. No wonder he has such adoring fans. Now, obviously, you don't actually have to know anything about tennis to watch this or to see what's going on, because this is not really tennis. I mean, it's a vaguely tennis-shaped court, and there are two players on each side, so it's a doubles tennis, and there's some rackets, and I think there's a ball involved, but that's about it. Everything is so devoid of what tennis is. They might as well be playing chess with automatic rifles. And all while they're off having fun in this tournament, getting a bit tipsy with noxious fumes, yours back home worrying the relationship between co-workers. Is there anything else going on? The fact that she was already worried about her place as the kind of mother figure and if she was doing a good enough job. They definitely might need to start to talk things out before she really goes off the deep end, considering she was so close to solving this matter with her own two hands already. Spy Family is just kind of a nice, dumb show that we can enjoy. Not too in-depth or deep. Although the trouble between the various sections and countries, we all know that basically there isn't a country on Earth that isn't a little, has a few secrets, sir. And there's that tentative knowledge that they're pretty much all as bad as each other in certain respects that keeps most people on even ground. Do hope that whatever they do manages to hold off any conflicts for quite a while. I don't think a full-blown assault from either side would really pose too well in our happy little family unit. Good thing we got Lloyd there. Let's see what information can be gained from this artwork. If not one for the tournament, then at least a little extraction from the basement itself. To see that though, you'd have to come back for more, so if you've enjoyed this episode of Spy Family, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below, consider subscribing to not miss future episodes. But for now, get yourself a bit of rest, and I'll see you there.